Hi guys, it's Debbie. Today I'm making some mini laminated luggage tags using the Now Boarding digital kit from TaylorMadeCards4U. You'll also want to check out TaylorMadeCards4U's monthly challenge. There's a link to the challenge below for you to get all of the details. We will have a new theme each month, but the challenge is anything goes. And this month's prize is a $10 gift code from TaylorMadeCards4U. You'll also find a discount code over there for 20% off of your digital order from TaylorMadeCards4U. Hi guys, it's Debbie. Today I'm going to be making some luggage tags using this digital kit from TaylorMadeCards4U. I started off by printing out 2 of the pages. This time I actually didn't finagle them or edit them in any way. This is one of the pages that's basically got 4 sizes that are perfect size for an A2 card. And then this one has got all these cute little tags with your stewardesses on them. I thought that were just adorable. But what I'm going to do this time, I printed this one double-sided. So each of these pieces, you're going to be able to see on both sides. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't done this before, but I've got an idea in my head and we're going to hope that it works. So first I need to cut everything down to about what I think I need for this project. So I think what I'm going to do next, now that these are cut out, and it's kind of nice that I've got 2 of each of the designs, so if you can see how that looks, I think I'm going to start off with, there's a couple of different ways I can do that. I can either fold one of these full sheets in half, or I could do a combination. So I think I'm going to make these tiny. So I was just playing around with some measurements and we will see how this goes. So to start off with, I think I want to do each of these be basically the equivalent of 2. It's at 4 1/4, so I'm going to cut it down to about 2 1/8. And then I'm going to cut this again. I'm going to go with 3 inches by 2 1/2. So that would basically make a really tiny little luggage tag. And we've got 2 different patterns. I think I wanted to go this way with that fun tag on the top and this little bit of a more muted on the bottom. So that looks kind of cool. I'm also going to round the edges. So I'm just taking my corner chomper for this. That'll be kind of cute. And next step is going to be laminating. And this is also a cool use of some of that scrap you have from when you've done laminated projects. You just have to make sure that if you are using your scraps that you lay your laminate with the matte side towards your paper. Now what I'm doing here is I'm laying it down and trying to make sure I've got a little bit of space above because I'm going to be adhering these 2 pieces together after they're laminated. I'm just going to lay this one back down. And I don't want to waste this part either, so I'm just going to trim that off. And that way I can use this little piece for another project, maybe a bookmark or something of that nature. Okay, I'm also going to be using some parchment paper to act as a carrier sheet going through my laminator. Go ahead and slide that all the way into the side, and then I'll just run it through because my Cronova laminator is all heated up and ready to go. And what I'm going to be using to adhere that together is some double-sided adhesive. Now this should be really strong to be able to hold those well, and we'll see. Like I said, this is the first time I'm trying doing this one. Okay, so let's take a look. So those look like they are pretty well sealed. It does look like there's a little bit of air bubbles. I put it in this way, and sometimes the air bubbles try to escape, so I'm going to run it through one more time to be on the safe side. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and trim these out. Now, whenever you do any kind of laminating, there is a little air bubble that comes up right along the edge of your cardstock. The thicker the paper, the more substantial that piece is going to be, and you don't want to cut into it. So let me first cut down the middle on these two. And this is the one that's going to be going on the top, so I need to make sure I have plenty of room at the top there. So this is going to be going like this. Now I did trim this one down a little bit further than I should have, but I'm going to go with it. Before I do that, I do want to go ahead and round the corners on the bottom. And then I'm going to have it lined up just like that, but I'm going to put some double-sided adhesive tape on there first. So this is some from Spellbinders, and usually use it with cards. I haven't really worked with it on laminate, so I don't know how strong it is on laminate. My assumption is that it's going to be fine, because this is some pretty strong tape. So I'm just putting that across there, and then I'll trim it off. Burnish it well, trying to make sure that it adheres well. And then I'm going to line up that top line of this cardstock with the top line of that cardstock and adhere those two together. I do think I want to have a little less excess at the top though. You go ahead and trim that off a little bit. Okay, and then we would punch a hole in the top. So I'm going to use my Crocodile for that. I'm going to use the larger punch. And try to line that up in the center. Next what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these little cords. I don't know what they're called. This says luggage bag ID tag. Thanks. So what I'm going to do is just run it through the hole here. I'm just going to pull it out a little bit because it's actually harder to get it back to go through the other side. So go ahead and lace that through and then pull it back to tighten it down. Just like you would a piece of ribbon, and now we've got a nice little luggage tag to go on a piece of luggage. I'm also thinking that if we have double layer of cardstock and laminate, it may be a little stronger for when you put it on your luggage. So I think the next batch that I do, I'm going to do a little bit differently, just so they have that little bit of extra strength. And as I mentioned, this is an idea that I saw a couple years ago, and I just never got around to doing it. So now I've got this cute set of 4 little luggage tags already. I'm probably going to give those to my in-laws because they travel more often than I do. This finishes up this project for today. Thank you so much for dropping by, and remember, if I can make it, you can too. Have a great day.
I hope that this inspires you to create something great, and I would love to see what you create. So come join my Facebook group. Crafting with Debbie, and show us your creations. I've left a link down below. And be sure to also check out all of the other crafters on the TaylorMade Cards for You design team. I know that they will have a lot of inspirational projects for you to see. Here are a couple more videos that I know you'll enjoy. Thanks for watching, and remember, if I can make it, you can too. See you next time.